the Batmobile. Let's go.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
This Christmas, give the gift of knowledge. Knowledge that the recipients can use to pay for their utility bills for the rest of their life. That's a pretty good gift to give Canada, I'm thinking. So Merry Christmas. Now, some people probably aren't going to like me telling you this information. But see, the fact of the matter is, all of these things that I've mentioned, they're all previously paid for. Now, it's not free. Don't be thinking you're getting free jam. You're not getting free jam. You're getting your share of the jam that was created from the communal berry bush. I'm going to show you how to get your jam. And it's all completely lawful. And it's easy enough to establish that it is the truth if you're willing to do your own due diligence. Now, the people that collect your checks, the people who send you bills and they want the remittance and the check back, they're not going to like me telling you this information. But too bad. If the banks can get bailed out, so can every homeowner, every citizen of Canada. 96 is the fix. Now imagine you own a berry bush, and on that berry bush, some of them go to waste. So a smart man comes along and says, listen, I see these berries on your bush all going to waste. I'd like to pick these berries before they go to waste and make jam. And you say, yeah, that sounds good. And the guy tells you he's going to sell jam at the market. And you say, well, I get free jam, or I get a cut of your sales at the market. And he says that's fair. So that's what you work out. Now this could hold true for either berries on a bush or apples in a yard. Here's some apples going to waste. What if I went to my neighbor and said, listen, I will pick some of these apples and make some pies. And I will give you free pie for the apples that you donate. This is all fair. And this is essentially how the law works. Now what if it's not berries or apples going to waste? What if it's, something else? What if we were to look at, say, power, hydro, communications abilities? All of these things are resources and are very similar, in fact, when it comes to the law, to the berries on the bush and the apples on the tree. The hydroelectricity that is generated and then distributed, it requires, in fact, that they create dams and dam up the rivers. And these rivers are not theirs to dam up, they belong to us. The same is true for even strip mining or any resource extraction. On the back of some birth certificates you will find this. It says revenue receipt. And then there will be a number. On the other side of it, you'll get the words for treasury use only. Welcome to the high-tech board of Truth and Justice. It's not quite so high-tech yet that I have it in color, but I'm working on that. Rules pertaining to the interfinancial institution exchange and settlement of bill payment remittances. This is according to the Canadian Payment Association Rules, Rule H6, Section 2.2. Code 96, to indicate it is a remittance, shall be located anywhere within the 4 positions of the transaction code section. The remaining 2 positions shall be blank. 96 means it's a remittance. So many people are being crushed by debts and demands for payments. It doesn't have a positive effect on us, on our societies, on our communities, or on our families. It's divisive and very harmful. I think we can all agree that there are certain things which are vital for our existence. Hydro, water. Without it, you don't have heat. And in Canada, you're going to die. Whether or not cable communication, things like that are requirements is arguable. Certainly, if you're denied it, you would be denied a level of existence that others would enjoy. The question is, how can you justify claiming that you have a right to free hydroelectric power or water, health care, or that you may order someone else to discharge your credit card bills or even your grocery bills? Is it in fact possible? Now, I know a lot of people are going to be thinking right off the bat something like this.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
But I'm here to tell you, well, look at the evidence and make your own decision. But if you refuse to even try it, merely because you simply can't believe it, well then that's on you. The good thing about this information, what I really like about it, is anyone can use it. Police officers, freemen on the land, citizens, everyone can use it, and everyone will find a lot of benefit and common ground with it. I think it's going to start bringing in the abundance. For imagine if all of these bills that come in, your hydro, your phone, all of these burdens which are placed on us, all of us on a monthly basis, what if there was a way whereby you could take care of all of them? That's what we're going to examine here in 96, because it's your fix. Right here, can you see down here? That's what you're going to be looking for. Because once you find that, I'm going to be showing you, using the high-tech board of truth and justice, now in 3D. I'm going to show you how that empowers you to discharge anything that has it on it. Okie doke? It's going to be fun. Now let's suppose you went to a restaurant and the owner told you before he left, hey, your meal today, it's on us. Now you would know that you did not have to pay for that bill. But what if there's a new waitress? What if she doesn't know that you've been told, hey, your meal is on them, or you've been told it's on us? If this is the case, if you've been told it's on us, there has to be a way for this to be communicated to the person who wants money from you for the meal. There has to be a way. Otherwise, it's just going to generate a lot of conflict. And the owner of the restaurant is doing you no favors. Now, how do they do this? Anytime you look at a bill that you receive, a so-called bill, from whether it's for taxation from CRA, whether or not it's hydro, perhaps a phone bill, it's probably even on mortgage payments. Any of these things, when they send it to you, they'll call it either a remittance or a remittance voucher, perhaps just a voucher, but in the lower right-hand corner of the thing, you're going to see that number. Now that number is their code that they use in order to identify the thing with that number as a remittance. Whatever that number is attached to, the whole thing is a remittance. I'll have to look up remittance. Spell check. I need to install a spell check in my high-tech board of truth and justice. But, in any event, what that 96 does is it identifies it as a remittance, and this means that it is an item of credit. As opposed to an item of debt.